I'm Carole Metal, Executive Director of the Gale Borden Public Library, and I received the 2013 Librarian of the Year Award. A prestigious honor award to have the State Association honor an individual for Librarian of the Year. And over the years when I would see my colleagues who received this award, I was just so happy and delighted in their receiving this award, and dare I hope that one day I might receive it. I was working on a master's degree in music and organ performance, and I started working at the library at the University of Illinois. And I found that with the librarians that you could be a librarian and not have a bachelor's degree in library science, because in music, that's what you did not get a master's in music unless you had a bachelor's. So I think I filed that away, and I enjoyed the library. I just did check out and things like that. And when I finished, I thought that, actually I did teach privately for a little while, but then I got interested in libraries and thought that if I needed to get more experience. So I did go to work at a public library. Actually, I was an assistant children's librarian without the MLS. And then I realized quickly I needed the library degree. So I went to, and I thought then I would become a music librarian. But it didn't turn out that way. And I went into public library work, and I've never regretted it for a minute. I've loved it all. I think I would say that it is my leadership throughout my career. I started as a reference librarian and then went up to a department head in another library, and I worked at several libraries, and then became a library director at Rolling Meadows Library. Then, following that, went to Chicago Public Library, was a division chief, and then came to Gale Borden Library. And an example of that is when I've been at Gale Borden Library. When I came, I worked in NSLS most of my career and North Suburban Library System. And so I was aware of the Gale Borden Library, but I didn't know that much about it. And when I went out there and met the staff and saw the talent and the creativity that was just waiting to be given an opportunity, I knew that was my calling, and that's what I'd done in my whole career, to give the opportunities to the staff so that they could be the best that they could be in their positions, and to give them the freedom and the creative power. And I also felt that I said, this is a marvelous library, and people really don't know about it. They really don't. The community might, but outside of that. And so it was my goal to put Gale Borden Library on the map. And we've done that. It hasn't been me alone. I mean, it's working with the staff and having a very supportive board. I say this many times, that it's all of us working together and everybody knowing their jobs and their role in the organization. And that's what makes us able to do so many things. I'm amazed at all the things that we do at the library, but it just proves how giving staff the freedom, they will just carry the organization to new heights. I think of myself, because of my music background, of course, as a conductor. I don't need to know how to play every single instrument, but I need to know how to blend the instruments, how to, as a conductor would, coordinate, lead, bring out the best in every single musician, in every single staff person, to create that symphony that I call the library. A very good example that was set for me was Sarah Long, who was the former executive director of the North Suburban Library System. And Sarah was very visionary, and that is what I aspire to, and I feel that I have reached that too. To have that vision, to see to anticipate the future, and yet be mindful of, we have to be practical too. It's not always good for libraries to be on the bleeding edge. We want to be on the cutting edge, but But that vision is very important. Where we see the organization going, where we see the field of librarianship going, and in my young career, I watched her and I listened to her, and that certainly gave me a good foundation for the future. And because vision is very important, vision goes with leadership. This award is a wonderful, wonderful honor. I feel great humbleness and gratitude. It is something that makes one's career so meaningful. And when the Gilbourne Library received the National Medal a few years ago, and I said, this is a dream. This is a fulfillment of a dream. And I would say receiving this award is a fulfillment of a dream too. To be honored by my colleagues and my staff who put forth the nomination. And actually this year it was a big surprise to me that they did this, and it gives me the confidence that I've been on the right road and have been doing the things right, and to be recognized for the work that I've done is such a great honor. It deeply touches me.